Hey Internet, today I wanted to walk through how to submit homework in the form of a pull request in GitHub. So we have our repository here that we just created. It's pretty empty, just has a README file, and we'd like to submit our homework, which is a series like an HTML document and some CSS files. So we're going to clone the repo. If you do not have SSH keys set up, which if you're a new user, you probably don't. You're going to want to use the HTTPS link. For me, I'm going to use this link. So I have that copied to my clipboard. I'm going to go to my terminal. This is right here. I'm going to go to a folder that I'm going to be storing my projects in. For me, that's this Git demo folder. If I ls list the directory, I have a folder called shelf. In this folder, that's my project. It has my index.html and README file and a bunch of other stuff. So this is my project folder. That's my homework, but I don't want to leave that folder alone. I want to create a new folder and clone the repository into that. So do that with git clone and paste that URL you got from GitHub. Cloning. And you see it's cloning into a new folder called REDI Spring 2020, and everything went okay. It's done. ls again. Now I have two folders. I'm going to go into that ready one. And you see now that the README file is there, and that's the file in the repo. So everything's good. This is what it is. I can do git status to see that I'm on the master branch here. My branch is up to date, and there's nothing to commit because there's no changes. Right now, my local computer has exactly what is in this folder. Okay, so we cloned the repo. Good work. Now we're going to submit our homework. We don't want to do that on master because we want to make a new branch that we can later merge into master, basically. So like, we'll make a new branch. We're going to push it to the repository and create a pull request, and then the pull request will be against master so that your code can be reviewed, and then once it's approved, you can merge it into master. So let's start with that. Let's check out a new branch. You go down here. I'm in my repo. I'm going to do git checkout. And checkout is also how you switch between branches, right? So you git checkout a branch name, and that's the command. But if you want to switch to a new branch that hasn't been created before, you just specify the -b parameter. So git checkout -b homework 1. Okay, and you can see the output of the command. Switch to a new branch homework 1. Here if I do git status, it says I'm on branch homework 1. Nothing to commit. Working tree is clean. Okay, so I can ls again. I just see this README file. Okay, life is good. I'm going to go bring in my homework now. I'm going to copy it over from where it is. So copy. So it's in a different folder. I'm just going to bring it here. Now you see I have these images and HTML files. I'm going to open this up in VS Code so you can kind of take a look and see it there. So yeah, this is how I would be editing my code, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm ready to submit. This is done. For now, I want to get the teacher's comments. So go into the terminal. I'm going to do git status. And it's untracked files. Red means that if you were to commit now, it would not commit these files. Basically, in Git, there's the concept of stage and unstaged files. These are all unstaged. That's like one bucket here, and then if you commit, nothing will happen with these files. And then there's the stage here, which is like if you commit, these files will be staged. So let's stage these files, and this so we can make a commit containing them. So I'm going to git add, and you can add single files at a time by just specifying their file name. So boulder png. Now I'm going to run git status again. Now we can see here, and this will probably be green for most people with the default colors. I have one file staged, the PNG, and then I have the rest of the files waiting to be staged. They're untracked, they're unstaged. So I'm going to add all of them. And you can also add directories. In the terminal, the current directory is always marked with a period or a dot, so I can just add the current directory, which means add everything, essentially, if you're in the root. So I can do git status. Oop, I misspelled it. Okay, it says, this is not a command. It's similar to git status. Yep, that's what I meant. Perfect. Okay, got all my files here. Everything is in. Now I'm going to make a new commit. First, before I make the commit, I'll do a quick git log. So this is, I'm not going to make a commit. I'm going to make a log and look at the other commits. You see, we have one here called blah, blah, remove some stuff, merge some stuff. There were some commits before, and this is where the latest master is. It's on this one. So now I'm going to commit. I'm going to, what I do here, you leave a message. So git commit with the -m argument will basically commit all in one line instead of opening a text editor, which is what we want here for something simple. So git commit init homework 1. And what I'm doing is I'm wrapping in quotes the sort of sentence part of the command line stuff. But if it's just part of the command, you don't wrap it in quotes. That makes sense. All right, now here's the output. It says 5 files changed, a bunch of insertions, no deletions, created, blah, 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 created everything. Git status again. Nothing to commit. There's no changes. If I ls, everything's there. I'm in my code editor, everything's there. Now, let's just change back to master for a second to kind of get an example. So git checkout master. Okay, now I'm back on the master branch. The master branch is currently what's in the repository here, because this is master, and it just has one file. So if I go back and ls now, we just have one file where we've essentially all those other files were deleted off our file system. And you can see in VS Code it's saying, oh, index was deleted. So okay, fine, close. Oh, the only thing is in this README file. Like, oh no, where'd my homework go? Well, we made the homework on the homework 1 branch. I can do git branch to list the branches, and you see, oh, okay, homework 1. Let's go and check that out. And you can usually tab autocomplete most stuff. Okay, now notice it doesn't have the -b option this time. That's because we're not creating it for the first time. That branch already exists. So yeah, we're just going to switch to it. Okay, cool. Now I'll go back to VS Code, and you see, oh, this branch, we have everything. All the files are back. Cool. This makes sense because if it's not on master, they're going to be on our homework branch until this whole process is complete, and then we can merge. Then they will be merged into master. Okay, so I'm going to push this now, this homework 1 branch. So you see homework 1, git push. Now, it says fatal. Oh, okay, the command did not work. It did not go through. The current branch, homework 1, has no upstream branch. The current branch, yeah, okay, so this is because the repository on GitHub doesn't have the branch. It's basically like 2 separate Git repositories. You have your local one and the remote one here in this case. The remote one doesn't have a branch called homework 1, so we need to basically set that up, and it's simply just copy this command, git push, right? We know that part, but this is an argument called set upstream, or a parameter or something. Set upstream, okay. We want to set it to origin to homework 1. This will basically create a new branch on the remote repository called homework 1. Okay, looking, we can see sign in failed, but that's fine because it seems like it kept going. It's counting objects. Okay, nice. Writing objects, that seems good. Total objects, about total 7. Nice. If you want to create a pull request, go to this URL. Okay, cool. Branch homework 1 set to track remote branch. Yeah. So basically everything went through. New branch was created. Let's hop over to the repository, and you can see there's a new banner that essentially popped up right here, which says like shortcut to basically create a pull request. And I would normally click that, but let's, in case if this goes away for whatever reason, let's do it the manual way. So I'm going to go to the pull request tab of the repo. I'm going to go to the new pull request, branches to compare. Okay, base is always master most of the time, and then this would be homework 1. Okay, here we go. Homework 1, 1, 2, and now you can kind of preview the pull request before you create it. So it has 1 commit. Yep, that's just that one I just made. 5 files changed. Yep, makes sense. Yep, this is the stuff I was working on. Yep, okay, cool. Yeah, this is what I want. I want to create this pull request. I'm going to name it homework 1. Super nice. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm going to create it. Oh, actually, I would assign reviewers, for example, the teachers of the class. So yeah, do that. I'm going to create the pull request. Okay, now it's been created. I could basically send this link to the teacher or tell them, yes, I've created it. If they know my repo, they can probably find it. Yeah, so this is the first, basically, main step. The teachers will go through, and other code reviewers will go through and leave comments. So let's leave a comment here. Like, we're going to pretend to be the code reviewer. I think class name active is confusing because, okay, yeah, so there was a comment now on the PR. It says class name active is confusing because anchor tags can also have like this pseudo class active. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's true. That's kind of a bad name. Maybe I should find a better name. Okay, so agreed. I should find a better name. Now, how can we make changes to our pull request? Let's say the reviewer is done for now. It's time for us as a student to come in and make some changes. Well, we have to make changes on the homework 1 branch and simply push those changes. And the reviewer will see the updated code. So I'm going to go back to the terminal, get status. Okay, I'm already on branch homework 1, so I don't need to check out a different branch. I can check out master, for example, and again, I'd be in the same state where this file is deleted. Okay, just in case you get lost. But no, we need to, this pull request is against homework 1, so I'm just going to go check that out. I'm going to go into VS Code. Going to change this. Maybe I'll call this thing the header bar eventually, and maybe I'll just change this to header bar link status active. Something like that. I'll just kind of put this here, here. Yeah, like this. These are needed because they're not active. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I made the changes now, and I've saved the file, and I liked it. For example, I could preview it in the browser. Oh, looks like it's not different. Oh, that's probably because I forgot to update my CSS file. Let me just go here and find active. Okay, what did I call this? Okay. So I made some changes. Boom, and we see they're reflected there. Sweet. We're happy with our homework. Now let's submit these changes back and update our pull request. That's what we want to do. We want to update our pull request so this comment can be resolved. So I'm going to go to the terminal, do a git status. Oh, it says here we have 2 things that have changed. Okay, and they're red. It says here these are not staged yet, so these are the unstaged changes. You can do a git diff to see what the changes are. So in index.html, there was a change to basically add these classes. In styles CSS, there was a change to add the style that was targeted. Okay, perfect. That's what we like. We like those changes. So let's git add everything and then do another status. Okay, nice. Now these ones have been staged for commit. Let's commit them. Again, we're on the homework 1 branch. Commit, update, header, link, naming. Commit. I'm going to push. So the commit, you can see it was successful. 4 lines changed. The push, you can see it was also successful because the hash of the branch changed. It says, resolved all deltas, so good to go. So now let's go back to the pull request. Refresh the browser. You see the comment is gone because it sort of doesn't apply anymore, but it still exists over here in the conversation. It says outdated, so the person knows this code was changed. And now pretending I'm the reviewer again, or I would say, good. Now as a student, good idea, updated. Now the reviewer would come back in, maybe leave a comment. If not, they'll just resolve it because they're like good to go. Now when everything's been resolved, usually the final reviewer will leave a comment that says like approved. Okay, so I'm coming through. Oh, I got my approved. I'm good now. I can merge this pull request. Now if I go back and look at my code, my README is still here, but now I have all these files in the file system, and they've been merged into my project. Now, the funny thing is, if I go back here, and I want to check out master, switch back to the master branch, and I look at my files, I just have README. Everything's deleted. Well, how can that be? Because the remote repository, it has all the files. Well, we need to update our local branch. We need to update our master branch to what the origin master or the remote master has. So git pull is how you do that. We'll pull in changes. Okay, look, you see we have all these changes. Now if we open VS Code, you see we have all the files. Now let's do another homework. For example, we needed to put our files in special folders, they told us. Okay, we did this, this. Yeah. Okay. Let's update our files and put them in special folders. So, I'll create actually no. I'm just creating different folders for my CSS and JavaScript. I don't have any JavaScript yet, so I put a placeholder file in there for now. Okay, I've updated them. Cool. Oh, we got an error. It says can't get HTML. Oh, where'd my styles go? Oh, that's because I moved them. I need to update the link to them. Oh, it's called CSS. No, and I remember, I think they wanted this to be called main. Let's do that. Let's rename this guy to main. Okay, super cool. Back to the browser. Nice, everything's there. So maybe this is a second homework assignment to move your stuff into the folders. Okay, cool. I did it. My stuff is in folders. It's all looking good. I'm here on master. I can do a git status. Says I'm on branch master. I have a bunch of unstaged changes. But remember, we don't want to create pull requests with master. It's impossible. So we're going to make a new branch. Git checkout homework 2. Now, I'm not 100% positive if this branch doesn't already exist on my repository. Nope, it doesn't. Cool. Oh, okay, look, I tried to just check out the branch homework too. It says this is not match any files known to Git. Why is that? It's probably because this branch doesn't exist. So we can create it at this, and I can confirm that by doing git branch. See, it's not there. Okay. We need to add the -b option. Homework too. Nice. Got my homework stuff. Can add everything. So styles was moved to folder styles main. Index was modified, and JS folder was created with this git keep file in it. Okay, but I kind of want to see what the differences are, so I do git diff. But you see that because I've staged, git diff by default diffs between your staged and unstaged files. I can diff with cached. This will diff basically against head. Okay, this is the only thing that changed, and yeah, this was just the index files link, so it looks good. Okay, I'm going to commit that. Cool. Nice. Going to push that. Again, it'll tell me that there was a problem. Okay, fine by me. Super cool. Second homework's on the way. I'll want to take the shortcut this time. Why not? Homework 2. I would assign reviewers here. I can even take a look at the files, change just this, and the files were moved around. And then my reviewer could then review my code. All right, that's it. We just did a lot of stuff with Git. We did the basics of how to move around, how to create new branches, how to push to a remote repository, and everything. So, yep, we are good to go. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye now.